Are we live? Oh, no, we're not live yet. We're live. Hey, everyone. IAMZoeFlowers here. Wanting to do a quick little new moon reading. And I'm going to be pulling from 2 decks. Turn the little chimes down a bit. So I'm going to be pulling from 2 decks. And so the first deck I'm pulling from is the Sacred Destiny deck. And actually, I have a little bit of a sore throat thing happening, so excuse my soft tone. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen because I really was trying to lay down, trying to rest, but just Spirit just will not let me rest. So clearly there's a message here that needs to be transmitted. So here we are at the new moon in Taurus. Of course, Taurus is one of the earth signs along with Capricorn and Virgo. And so earth signs definitely are about security. Taurus, like Libra, is ruled by the planet Venus. And as I was saying the other day in a post, unlike sort of the airy-fairy Libra personality where we kind of just see where things go, Taurus, being the earth sign, obviously is more grounded in that thriving, in that striving, I should say, for security. And so this is an amazing time to focus on anything that will build your connection to the things that you want to call in, particularly around security, things of the home, luxury, and things like that, right? And so who wants to talk about luxury in this time, when so many folks are struggling? But that is the season that we're in. We are in Taurus season. And that is one of the things that Taurus really is about. So it's so funny because I've shuffled my cards a gazillion times, and this card continues to come up. It came up last night for one of my clients, and then I did a reading after her session, and it came up for me. And then it literally just came up 2 times just now. So even just like shuffling the deck randomly, the abundance card came up. So this is some nice energy. Let me arrange my life here. This is some nice energy for the season, is abundance, right? So this is going to be just the overall theme of this conversation, is that abundance is on the way. Wow. So next card out of the deck is flow. So this is definitely a card about going with the flow. Going with the flow at all costs, having this unshakable faith and this unshakable belief in our ability to be abundant, our ability to flower, and our ability to grow. And tonight is one of the most powerful new moons of the year. And so tonight and even tomorrow would be amazing to do some sort of ritual, right? Some sort of welcoming ritual about going with the flow. Could be really nice also to do a water ritual, even if it's a spiritual bath or a warm shower. And perhaps as you're in the shower or as the water runs out of the tub, you are releasing all of the things that are stopping you from going with the flow. A very simple ritual. And also doing candle work, perhaps lighting a candle, red candle if you have it, or maybe even white, and looking into the candle and talking to the candle and telling the candle all of the things that you want that flame to absorb, the things that you no longer need, the things that are no longer useful, allowing that flame to take all of those things in, and allowing the flame to actually transmute that energy into something that you can use and something that you can need. And perhaps, you are so caught up in not going with the flow. Perhaps you are so consumed with worry and things like that that you're actually blocking your abundance. Definitely feeling like that is what is this card is telling us. So let's see what else we have. Next card out of the deck for our new moon in Taurus. Wow. Pleasure. I mean, if this is not a perfect reading for Taurus, first of all, we have the deer here in the background. We have the earth, right? The earth is showing up in the reading. Again, this is a verdant picture, green, again, abundant. Everything is growing, everything is flowering. And as I said in the beginning of this conversation, Taurus is ruled by Venus, right? This is a sign of pleasure. So even in the midst of what we're all going through, right? Maybe taking that solitary walk in the forest, connecting to nature with intention, connecting to the moon, connecting to the stars, connecting to a different part of yourself. And also, interesting, going with the flow. And that flow might take you to new kinds of pleasure. Maybe picking up a hobby that you have kind of put to the side, picking up something that, yeah, picking up a new hobby, finding new ways of embracing pleasure in this time. Amazing. So the first card out of the deck was abundance, the second card was flow, the third card was pleasure. And I guess the reason why this message, why I just could not rest, is because Spirit really wants folks to accept and understand, and myself as well, that even in this time of, when fears and things like that are rampant, and maybe our bodies aren't doing the things that we feel that they should do, they're not healing as quickly, really trusting and having faith in the flow of the universe, because that really is the only way to experience true pleasure. So many of us before, maybe we found pleasure in external things, and now those things have been removed. And so we have to get back to nature. We have to get back to the things that really matter, the things that really feed us, right? The things that make us green, the things that make us grow, the things that make us full. That is the message right now. Wow. Geez, if this is not Taurus showing up in its own reading, look at that security. So everything is here. Everything is here. We have everything that we need, even if it doesn't look like it. I mean, we start with abundance and then we end with security. So what do you need to do to fan the flames of security? And I was just talking about candle magic too, and here is the flame. Wow. So clear. What is it that you need to transmute? What energy is it that you need to transmute? And it's also interesting that there are old paintings. I don't know if you can see. I can't think right now about what the cave paintings are, what they called them. I can't think of that right now. But just thinking about, there might be some, this makes me feel there are some very old things that are still hanging around. So thinking about, what are the paintings that are etched into your soul? What are the stories that have been so hard to release? What are the limiting beliefs? What are the things that you've been telling yourself? What are the ancestral patterns that have been holding you back? Now is the time to transmute that energy. Also a good time for a fire ritual, always a good time to burn shit. So thinking about what it is you want to release, and thinking about what it is you want to call in, and burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it tonight, burn it tomorrow, but really wanting to excavate those old wounds, those old stories, right? Maybe even rethinking what security looks like. Before this time, right, we had very specific ideas about what security meant and what we needed to feel secure. And now, in so many ways, we're being forced to find new ways of pleasure, as the card said, right? And we're being forced to rethink what security means. We are all being tested, right? All of those old things are being burned away. And then we have the cosmos up here, right? So again, the need to shore up our faith, the need to connect to something that is larger and greater than ourselves, right? Now is the time to have more faith than ever before. I'm going to pull one. I love this deck so much. I'm going to pull one more card from this deck, and then I'm going to pull from this other deck that I have called the Witch's something. The Witch's Wisdom. Wow. My God, y'all. Look at this. So beautiful. I mean, patience. Have patience. I'm actually going to pull one more card. I'm going to pull one more card because this is so beautiful. So the first card out of the deck was abundance. So abundance is here. It is here. It is surrounding us. It is all around us, even if we don't recognize it right now. However, we need to go with the flow. We don't need to be railing against, the way things are. We need to go with the flow. We need to allow other people to go with the flow. We need to understand that everyone has their own flow. So even the people that are out there protesting and doing all that stuff that we might think is crazy, everyone is on their own path. Everyone is on their own way. So it is a time also using this water. That can even be a reflection. That can even be a call to reflect. And this reading is definitely from the new moon to the full moon. And here is the full moon showing up in the reading. So this time period really is about recognizing the abundance, the inherent abundance that nature provides, that life provides, that the water, right? Again, the nourishment that the water provides. So this is a time to go with the flow. We don't have much choice. Most of us are stuck in the house, right? We ain't got much choice but to go with the flow. Okay? Finding pleasure in the little teeny tiny things, finding pleasure where we can, reconnecting to our animals. Maybe even, I just recently got a spirit animal deck. So I'm super excited for that to show up because I want to start to give people more advice about what animals they can call in and work with and use, etc. So could be also a good time to connect to animals to figure out what your spirit animal is, what your animal tokens are for you. And then again, burning away those old ideas of security, all of the things that we thought we needed. This is a time to let those things burn away, perish away, and rethink security for ourselves in this time between the new moon and the full moon. And then have patience with yourself, right? Have patience with yourself, have patience with other people, have patience with this process. This will not last forever. This situation came to pass, right? It came to pass, like everything, it came to pass, but you must have patience. And the thing about it is the patience is sitting right under the abundance. And so our lack of patience also can be contributing to the lack of abundance that you're feeling right now. One more card from this deck, I promise. Wow, perfect. I can end on this. Fulfillment. Look at that. At the end of the day, fulfillment. And there is the moon again. My God. Full moon sitting under the full moon. Fulfillment sitting right under flow. So, wow. You know what? So this makes me feel like we definitely need to be journaling even more during this time. But we need to be journaling during this time because this is making me feel like this is from this new moon to the full moon. And so I'm wondering if there's going to be some kind of something by the time the next full moon happens, because the full moon has shown up twice in this reading. So I say journal, so that by the time that full moon gets here, we will see what happened. And look at how ripe this peach is. This peach couldn't be more ripe. Huh? Yeah.
They got singers and everything else.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you was putting that up.
I was, and then I got up. Hard-headed. I don't know. Makes us off behind.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. So fulfillment. So starting with abundance and ending with fulfillment could not be more amazing. So let's go from the Witch's Wisdom deck. Let's see what they have to say. Let's see. Who joined? I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. I'm not sure who's here. I can't tell. Okay. This new live platform, I can't see where folks are. Let's fall out. All right, let's see. Oh my God. So, Yule is a time of rebirth. It is Christmas in the pagan practice, and this says rebirth. So that's it. That's it. That is the new moon Taurus reading. So abundance is here. Going with the flow, finding pleasure, thinking about our security, finding new ways to define security for ourselves, having patience in this process, knowing that fulfillment is coming. And after that fulfillment is the rebirth. And rebirth is sitting right under that is dope. So this also makes me wonder if by winter time, these people said that this thing is supposed to pop back up by the winter time, but this rebirth by the winter makes me really wonder if there's going to be a significant shift by Christmas 2020. So I think there is, what I really like about this picture deck too is there is let's ask what we need to feel. Let's see if it gives us an answer. I mean, we've already gotten so much. Wow, okay, here we go. So in this time, setting our boundaries, right? Using what's called the aphimae, which is used in some spiritual practices, rituals, etc. And to really draw your boundaries in this time. So critical is to make sure that you're setting and keeping your boundaries and staying grounded in your boundaries, and boundaries is sitting right under security. Now I see why it had me pull another card. Okay. So boundaries is sitting under security. So your ability to feel secure in the world has everything to do with your ability to set your boundaries, right? And you can't set your boundaries if you're not going with the flow. Now this makes perfect sense. I mean, it always makes sense, but it's just really, really good. So really good. That's it. I am going to lay that down, and I hope that you all found this reading helpful. And I will see y'all on